National Disaster Preparedness Central Committee, Prime Minister General Thein Sein, together with members of National Disaster Preparedness Central Committee, ministers, deputy ministers and officials went to Bogalay in Ayeyawaddy Division on Saturday, where they inspected construction of fishing boats in Bogalay Township under the arrangement of the Ministry of Livestock and Fisheries. After that, the Prime Minister and party went to Hlaing Phone village in Labutta Township, where they looked into renovation of Hlaing Phone village basic education middle school and temporary school buildings. Afterwards, the Prime Minister cordially greeted members of Union Solidarity and Development Association from Kayin and Rakhine states and Shan state east, who are contributing in rehabilitation of Hlaing Phone village, together with local Red Cross members as well as voluntary healthcare groups performing healthcare services there in cooperation with the Ministry of Health. The Prime Minister later met with the locals from Hlaing Phone village and explained about re-establishment of storm hit regions and arrangements being provided by the state for their development. Next, the Prime Minister looked into fixing of hand tillers for Hlaing Phone village and presented fishing implements, medicines, food and school uniforms for Hlaing Phone village to the Chairman of Village Peace and Development Council. Later, the Prime Minister and party proceeded to Hlaing village in Bogalay Township, where they inspected housings being constructed by two trading companies. Afterwards, the Prime Minister cordially met with the locals from Hlaing village and encouraged them. Then the Prime Minister and party encouraged the rehabilitation tasks being carried out by Tamatormen, USDA members from Ayeyawaddy Division, Bogalay West Division, Shan State South and Ayeyawaddy Division in Hlaing village. They next inspected Hlaing village primary school and gave away stationery to the students. The Prime Minister was submitted reports on timely information on progress of rehabilitation measures through the Internet to the donors from home and abroad. Minister for Communication, Posts and Telegraph, Brigadier General Thein Sein, elaborated on the report. The Prime Minister later inspected the proposed table charts for construction of houses in Hlaing village and then left necessary instructions. He also presented fisheries utensils and equipment for Hlaing village. They then proceeded to Shan village in Bogalay Township, where they inspected the houses being built by Muizing Company as well as the renovation of village high school. They next observed the students learning there and handed over the stationery to the principal and snacks to the students. Minister for Education Dr. Kayin also presented stationery to the principal donated by the Ministry of Education. The Prime Minister and party later viewed regular transaction of commodity goods at the shops and cordially greeted the locals. They next looked into the public communication facilities. The Prime Minister next gave away provisions including fishing equipment for Shan village. They arrived at Yangon at 1:45 p.m. It is land that, under the support and arrangement of the state, 16 feet by 20 feet wooden houses with post shoes and corrugated iron sheet roofs are being built for the homeless strom victims by respective private companies, two trading company in Hlaing village and weaving company in the same village of Bogalay Township. With sincere goodwill and deep sympathy based on national spirit, the governmental personnel, social organizations, Tamil families and well-wishers from respective states and divisions are providing cash and kind assistance for the storm victims. Well-wishers from Mandalay Division donated over 4.72 million worth foodstuff and clothes, and Shan State South over 1.12 million worth relief supplies for the storm victims on Saturday. On Saturday alone, over 5.99 million checks in cash and kind have received, including 147,500 checks donated through the Finance Acceptance and Disbursement Subcommittee. In total, the cash and kind donations amounted to over 13,015.87 million checks up to 21st June. So much for now. We'll be more. Stay with us.